You can get out of the situation you are in. I was never wealthy. I was always, under that poverty line. But once I get there, I'll be able to go back to the communities I grew up in and the communities in California and show them that there's always a different way and sports isn't the only way. Sports is never the only way out of that hood, that lower income area. Sports, music, those are not the only ways. You can get out by your education. And that's what I want to have to show kids after I get out. They call me Alaska for, many reasons I would like to think. The first one being because I'm cold, you feel me? Nah, I'm just playing. But they call me Alaska because that's where I grew up. So it was my hometown, Anchorage, Alaska. I grew up there for the first, 14 years of my life, and then freshman year, I actually moved down here for school. So the first time I heard about the AOSS program was my 8th grade year. I went to Get It Done, Sports Arena, for a tournament with my basketball team. We were called AK Elite. We went down there for a Martin Luther King Day tournament, and we just kind of blew everyone out the water. We were cooking everyone, we blew every team out, we won the championship, etc. And the coach that was currently coaching at the school, he said, hey, if any of you guys want to come down and play for us, just let us know. Like email this. They gave me your card. I still have that card to this day. They said, email this card, we'll get in contact. And that's when I really knew, okay, I could get out of Alaska and it could be something different for me. Coming from Anchorage, Alaska to California to be a part of the AOSS program was just a different feeling. In Alaska, I never got to play basketball. I was always the kid that just paid. And so I got to sit on the bench. I got to be at the games. I got to be at the championship, but I didn't get to play. And coming here, I was able to play. I was always on the court no matter who we were playing. If it was a big team like, Arizona Compass, I was on the court. And that's just something that you can't experience at a regular high school. AOSS gave me a chance no matter what my skill set was. If freshman year, I would say I was terrible, but I still got to touch that court. You know what I'm saying? And as a student athlete that never got to play before this, I got to do things that I never thought I would be able to. I got to travel. I got to go to other states to play other teams. You know what I'm saying? I played in tournaments. I always had a game every week. At a school like this, you get to experience, care. You have trainers, you have facilities, you have people that care and want to see you get better day by day. There's 24 hours a day, and in those 24 hours, they always want to see you get better. And as a student athlete that never really was good at the game of basketball, I developed in crazy ways that you wouldn't be able to imagine. When I first got here, I couldn't touch the net, I couldn't touch the rim, and now I'm dunking. You know what I'm saying? And so at a school like this, I got to learn, patience, comfort, grind. I got to learn what a grind feels like, what it really feels like to want it, to get out there and get it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why AOSS helped me as a person. I knew from the beginning that I was gonna be able to get to college just from the resources this school gives me. I knew I was gonna have the teachers that were gonna support me, the counselors that were gonna support me, the coaches that were gonna support me, and everyone that cared about me to get me to where I need to go. Hampton, as it is my last name, has always been a school that, it's always been a school that's on my mind. I always knew it was there, but I never knew I was gonna be attending an HBCU. So when I figured out, a couple years ago that I wanted to be a pilot and that was something I wanted to do, it came with a lot of research. What's the best option? Is it military? Is it, regular aviation school? Is it going to college? And Hampton just felt like a great fit. My dream after college is to be a commercial airlines pilot. I really want to fly for those big companies, Delta, Alaska Airlines, Southwest. I want to be able to be in the air. And it's a big responsibility because you have a lot of lives in your hands flying that plane. But that's just something I can only dream of right now, but know I'm gonna get there. I would recommend Academy Sports Science because you don't get this kind of outlet like you do at a regular school. I could be in the gym no matter the time of day. I always can go to the gym. I always have a facility to play at, whether it's fives, whether it's training, whether it's just sitting in the gym because I want to be there. I can always be at the gym. There's tons of coaches. There's always a coach on hand to train you. There's always a coach on hand to teach you life lessons and basketball lessons. You know what I'm saying? When I got here, I was weak. Now I can bench two plates. And I wouldn't be able to do that if I wasn't being trained, by our wonderful coaches at AOSS.